To make this small fanny pack, you need a 1/4 yard of lightweight denim, a 1/4 yard of 100% cotton fabric, a 1/4 yard of fusible fleece, 1.5 yards of 1-inch webbing, one 13-inch zipper, and a single 1-inch plastic strap adjuster. You'll also need a rotary cutter and mat, sewing clips, a clear ruler, a lighter, and a sewing machine. To get this fanny pack started, you need to cut two 11 by 6-inch pieces of each fabric and the fusible fleece. Use an iron to fuse the fleece to the wrong side of the fabric. Pay close attention to make sure the edges and corners are fully fused. Now it's time to get things ready for sewing. Start by setting the zipper right side up. Then take the denim fabric and, right side down, line up the top edge of the fabric to the top edge of the zipper. Clip the zipper and fabric together. You also need to include the lining fabric, so check the direction of your fabric if there is one, then place it right side down. Take the already clipped zipper and outer fabric and line up the top edges of the cotton fabric and clipped fabrics. Clip all the fabrics together, then check your work before you take it to the machine. Sew the fabrics and zipper together using your preferred method. I didn't include a shot of the sewing machine because I felt it would be better to see the finished close-up instead. Now, open the fabrics and finger press to help the seam lay flat. Then clip the fabrics wrong sides together to prepare for sewing. You're going to top stitch the fabrics and zipper together now using your preferred method. The first side of the fanny pack is complete. Now it's time to prepare the second side. This time, you're going to follow a similar process, but it's not the exact same. So, take the lining fabric and place it right side up. Then place the unsewn edge of the zipper wrong side down onto the cotton fabric and clip. Take the denim fabric and place it right side down onto the zipper. Now the two outer fabrics should be right sides together. Clip all three pieces together. Before sewing, if your fabric has a specific direction, make sure to check that that direction will be right side up once you're done sewing. Since we're sewing different kinds of fabrics together, sometimes things can literally go sideways. So take a minute to square everything up. Since you'll be cutting off the zipper stopper, use a clip to keep everything together and, as a visual cue, not to take the zipper pull all the way off the zipper. After squaring it up, fold the fabric in half with the right sides of the denim together and clip. Sew the bottom edge together using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. This is a basic fanny pack, so the seams aren't hidden. Therefore, you might want to take the bottom edge and clean it up with pinking shears. It's time to start forming the final shape of the fanny pack. Open up the fabric sandwich and shift the fold so that the sewn bottom edge is centered with the zipper. Then grab the zipper pull and move it toward the middle. Also, just as before, keep a clip on each side of the zipper as a visual reminder not to remove the zipper pull from the zipper's teeth. Clip the side edges to prepare for sewing. I also like to clip the long edges to keep everything in place and secure. Now sew the short edges together using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Before you begin this step, make sure to double check that the zipper opening is at least halfway open. You'll need this to turn the piece right sides out when you're finished. It's time to create the boxy 3D shape and corners of the fanny pack. So take your ruler and rotary cutter and cut 1.5 inch squares out of each of the 4 corners. Grab the webbing and cut 2 different pieces. You'll need one 4-inch strip and the other a long 36-inch piece of webbing. Use the lighter to singe each end of the 2 pieces of webbing. Then insert the 4-inch piece of webbing into the bottom of the plastic adjuster and line up the edges. I like to clip it just to hold it in place. Now we're about to tackle the most difficult part of the project. To create the boxy shape of the fanny pack, pull the zipper and the bottom edge away from each other. Then clip each set of edges together on each of the 4 sides. Now, take your short strap and adjuster and insert it into one of the clipped edges. Double check that the adjuster is facing the right direction so that when the fanny pack is worn, the strap will stay taut. On the same side, take the long piece of webbing and insert it into the slit, then clip the edges together. I also like to check the placement of both pieces by folding the shape in half and aligning the opposite edges. If the straps are a little off, I tweak the placement as necessary. Check the adjuster one last time before heading to the sewing machine. Use a 1/2 inch seam allowance to sew all 4 edges of the fanny pack. You can also use a zigzag stitch to finish the raw edges and prevent fraying. Turn the fanny pack right sides out, then poke out all of the corners to finish, and enjoy!